These two Callaway drivers look pretty much identical to one another, but do they perform the same as one another? The Epic Flash Sub-Zero and the standard Epic Flash. One is meant to be for the slightly better standard player, one a little bit more of a game improvement club for the lesser skilled player. Let's hit them on the launch monitor and let's see if there's any great difference. They both feature the jailbreak technology and they both have the AI designed face. So let's take a look at the Sub-Zero model to see what difference there are with this club that warrant there being two of them. The first thing that's most apparent is this little weight screw in the bottom of the head. Now that is there to actually shift weight a little bit further forward in the head to reduce spin on your drives. The head is a little bit more compact, it's not quite as long, sort of front to back. That also being there to lower the spin rate with this driver. It'd be interesting to see if this Sub-Zero model can lower that spin, and if it does, what advantage do I gain from that? But to all extents and purposes, these two drivers are pretty much identical, barring that spin rate. So let's hit some balls and see if there is any difference. So I hit some shots in the Flight Scope software with both the Epic Flash and the Epic Flash Sub-Zero. And just for those of you out there that are wondering, I used exactly the same shaft with both. I used the hazardous smoke. The loft lie and ball flight settings on the necks were identical as well. So the only difference in this test was literally the design of the head and the CG location. And I was using exactly the same ball as well, Titleist Pro V1. Let's go into the Flight Scope software and take a look at some of these numbers. It's quite interesting. First up, we've got the standard Epic Flash, 279 carry, 299 total. Now the all important number that we're looking for, the spin rate, 2553, which is pretty much smack on where I'd want to be with a driver. Now, the Epic Flash's flashier cousin, the Epic Flash Sub-Zero. What sort of numbers do we have from this beast? 277 carry, so a little bit less. 296 total, so a little bit less distance. Again, coming again from 108 miles an hour of swing speed, again with a 1.50 smash. Drum roll, please. It's more. The spin rate's more. 2750. So it must be something to do with me. There's something wrong with me. Every time I test something that's supposed to be different to another model, it ends up being the opposite with me for some reason. So yep, Sub-Zero, which is meant to spin less, is spinning more for me. So that's quite surprising. I was expecting it to probably spin around maybe 2.5, 300 RPM less, but instead it spun 2.5 to 300 more. So does this mean that Callaway are lying to us? Well, of course it doesn't, no. Absolutely no two ways about it. In a test robot, the Sub-Zero is going to spin a little bit less. But what this does show us, it shows us that we've got to go out there and get fitted. I'm not suggesting for 1 minute these drivers are going to transform your game and lower your scores by any considerable amount. But if you're spending close to £500 on a driver, and these numbers are important to you, you've got to make sure that you go and get fitted. Don't just buy the low spinning head because you've been told it spins less. Go out there and prove that for yourself. I'd be interested to hear if you've tried both of these drivers. What did you find? Did you find that the Sub-Zero span less or more than the standard model? Really hope you enjoyed the video, and if you're one of those consumers that just goes out and buys something because you like the look of it, if you want to buy one of these drivers just off the shelf, check out the Aslan Golf website, link in the description. I'll see you all again soon. Hope you enjoy your golf. Take care.